Good evening, everyone. My name is Satish. This is Ajay, and this is Venkat Ramana Tunki. Today, we are going to discuss about email. Email means electronic mail. Uh, Nowadays, everyone using this mail. Uh, yeah, email is a very faster and flexible and also reliable. In actually a small discussion about email in the last year around 3 billions of internet users are used in the world, and 3.4 millions of mails are sent per second. And today our agenda is origin of email and world version of email. Hmm? Today our agenda is origin of email and world version of email, development phase and challenges, and email is effects on human health and future growth. Yeah, he is an Shiva Arudrai. He is an American scientist of Indian region, and he is inventor of email. And he was born in December 2nd, 1963, in Mumbai. And actually, he completed his masters in USA. And Shiva Arudrai holds 4 degrees from MIT University. And he's completed his internship in the New Jersey in Newark. And the basic concepts of email is inbox and outbox, and the sent items and drafts and trash of the idea of Shiva Ardrai. And coming to the brief history of email is email was invented in 1972. It is firstly it is developed in the machine level language. Around 50,000 lines of codes are used in the 1978. And after that, in 1980, the first email was used in the 1980s. After 1 year, email was finalist in the got the award in USA. After in 1982, the US government taken the copyrights of the email. In 2004, automatic reply messages are introduced in the email. And in 2012, the United States, around 90 millions of Americans access email by using the mobile device only. And coming to the older versions of email, actually the main drawback of email is in the olden days of both sender and receiver both be online at the same time. This is the main drawback of the email. And in this email, in using the FTP protocol. FTP means file transfer protocol. In this mail, first one is both every mail consists of address of the receiver. And the drawbacks of main, there are four drawbacks. Like one is sending messages to a group of people was invented, means it is used in the company, the managers to communicate with the subordinates. It is very difficult. And messages had no internal structure, means there is a no body and subject. And in after that, it is we can send messages, but it is we don't know about it is delivery or delivered or not. It is also one of the drawback. And in olden days, we did not insert about drawings or text messages full or voice also. This is the four drawbacks of the earlier email system. And in present system, means nowadays we are using the SMTP protocol, means simple mail transfer protocol. In this receiver using the means client applications usually using the POP or IMAP. Means POP means post office protocol, or IMAP means internet message access protocol. Next will be continued, Ajay.
Hi everyone. Today I'm going to explain about different developmental phases in email system. Earlier in the email we used to have file transfer protocol to send or receive the emails. In that kind of technology, we should type the email address and we do not have many options like attaching the files or using emojicons. So later on, we have upgraded to SMPT technology, where we can attach any number of files and use emojicons. And coming to the space, earlier we used to have only limited space in KBs, but nowadays we have the email servers are allocating more space, like in GBs. And we all carry on our mailbox by means of mobile phones. Means we can sync our mailbox to most all the devices like tabs, iPhones, and smartphones, and computers, laptops, anything, etc. And in the latest technology, we also have push notifications. We do we uh, we can just get notifications whenever we receive mail. We need not to check or refresh always the mailbox. So that's the main advantage of latest technologies. And some of the advantages of email it can find you anywhere. It can reach you from outer space also. From different space stations, they can send email to the Earth, and the emails can be preserved for a longer time, almost lifetime. We need not to delete them. We have lots of space, and it can travel anywhere and reach anywhere. And let's have a quick fact about some emails. Uh, so as I said, it can be saved in inbox forever, and the main advantage is it can save a lot of trees. Like in here, you have no less paperwork for our assignments or some other work. We just mail in D2L or OneDrive. It saves lots of trees, and we can communicate with anyone. And in professionals like uh, business or IT professionals can work from home, uh, and it can target customers like for marketing. And most of the families and friendships are sustained by it. Like we can invite and send invitation to families and friends, and we can create communities and groups, so that relations can be strengthened. And this is statistics of email. About 90% of users use internet for email, and 77% for general information, 67% surfing, and so on. So what are the challenges we are facing in email? Uh, Email spoofing, that is changing the email headers, like as they are making their own, but actually they are not. So it's an illegal act. And harvesting, email harvesting means collecting all email addresses from the different web pages. So that's not without an appropriate permission of the user. And email bomb and malicious act, it could fill our email server spaces with some. And piggy bank email, we get lot of advertisements, ads in the email whenever we receive emails. And chain emails. Okay. So and spam, we all know it's unwanted messages or unrelated messages. And SEO spam, generally search engines are ranked on their I mean how much they are using, how many users they have, they are ranked on that basis. But this SEO spam is it violates the terms and services of the SEO. Next will be continued by Venkat.
So coming to health effects, nowadays you find people like when they wake up in the morning, the first thing they do is they just check the mails and just check the social networking website. Even I do the same thing. Like it is suggestible that you avoid your like phone for the first hour of the day and the last hour of the day. Like you can find people working in companies like they'll be like on a day of 9 hours they just spend 8 to 9 hours on their email work, and the same time they start do texting and all. So it is suggested that you avoid at least 2 hours a day. So if you compare email with Facebook, generally people think that Facebook is more, more used than email. But the statistics suggest that email is far ahead from Facebook. Like if you can find the statistic there, like if you consider an age limit of 45 plus, 75% of the people use email, and if you consider teenagers, they obviously prefer Facebook, so it is around 60%, and the mid-age people, that is from 30 to 44, it's around 50% of them prefer emails rather than Facebook. So comparing with social media, email is far ahead, and generally use Facebook for sending texts or sharing images. You can do the same with emails, but email is kind of official thing when compared with Facebook's. So few statistics say that in the year 2009 there was 20% increase in the email users account, like increase in the use of email. And when you just send an email, you just know that like you type an email, you just send it. You know only about the sent and outbox, but there's a lot more than that. Like coming to an if you consider any organization, so for sending consider EIU, everyone will have a unique email ID like EIU@edu. So like every organization will have particular server, and the email which you are going to use will be configured with that address, and the network team is going to route that emails to the sender's outbox, and this email system follows a FIFO order, first in first out. Small video to show how it works. Okay, go to. Okay. No, it's not working. Sorry, it's not working.
Okay, never mind. We'll get it. If you can't, you can put it on the
Coming to the future, like days ahead, the complete enterprise is going to use this, and this Microsoft Connect, which is used to recognize voice and images, is now it is integrated in the system, so that now you can send voice emails also, and it is expected that there will be more space for future email storage. And the other important thing is like nowadays you configure your email mailbox in your mobiles, but you need Wi-Fi to send your emails. But in the coming days, using your mobile network, you can without Wi-Fi you can just send your emails.
Hi, my name is Paul McDonald. I'm the product manager of Gmail. Over the past decade, advances like touchscreen technology have transformed the way we interact with personal electronics. However, when it comes to email, we still rely on outdated technologies like the keyboard and mouse. At Google, we've been thinking about how to solve this problem, and today I'm excited to share a new development with you. We call it Gmail Motion. Using your computer's camera and a spatial tracking algorithm, Gmail Motion interprets physical movement and turns it into actionable commands. For example, to open a message, make a motion as if you were opening an envelope. To reply, simply point backward with your thumb. To reply all, use both hands. To send a message, lick a stamp and place it down. We've been working with experts in motion technology and semiotics to develop a language of movements that replaces type entirely. The movements are designed to be intuitive, ergonomic, and easy to do.
Studies over the past 24 years have indicated that more than 80% of our total communication is body language. When you can incorporate a shake of the head, a gesture of some kind, you're making that communication far more effective.
Our bodies did not evolve to sit at a desk in a rigid position all day, and it is my feeling that Gmail Motion will free the regular user from the constraints that modern society and our interface with our machines have put on the human body.
We spent a long time perfecting Gmail Motion, and we're excited about the potential for it to help improve your email experience. For more information, visit gmail.com/motion.
Generally, this motion technology is used in your Xbox and PlayStations, but now it is Google is going to introduce this in your emails. So this is the sample GUI of your email. There are some references here. Thanks, and any questions?
Any questions regarding emails? I have 100 questions, but if I give you the priority. So let me start with the emails. They say that, first of all, is it an Indian person who invented it? That's sure. Okay, and he was in India, did that, and then brought it here, or who? How did it go here? He was in America here, and he did that. So, proud of India. Say hi, India. Now, why is it that the viruses would go with the attachments, not with the text of the email? Why, technically? They say if you open an email and you find it suspicious, don't open the attachment because it could be harmful. Why don't these geniuses who do the harm put the virus in the email itself?
Yeah, like that's something that a network administrator should control. Like if it is a general Gmail account, you don't have if it is for the official use, the network administrator they are going to block those viruses. They need to have certain protocols to block those spams. But for private use, you don't have all this. For your laptops and all, you don't have that. So that's the reason you get it.
How about changing the software? If you have an email back then, 10 years ago or whatever, and you change the software, what would you do with the old emails? The new ones wouldn't open it.
Always we can preserve old emails. Now they're creating lots of spaces in servers so that how many years from now we can save our emails to overcome this problem.
Another question? Any other question? It has been said that emails are old-fashioned and they are for the older generation. Younger generation, young people hate email, don't go there anymore. Is that right?
No.
No.
Yes. Because, as an example, when you confirm your air tickets, flight tickets, or some other, you buy any online products, they will just mail you, but they will not send you in a Facebook or Twitter.
Yes, but this is older guys. But
No.
young people.
Yeah, like if you
From-
get it, it will not
from
send,
security
hard
concern-
codes to you on email, right?
From security concern point of view, mail system is the best.
The best.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you say?
If we hate that, like now in the college, we are contacting every professor through emails. If we hate
Yes.
that, we don't do it right.
Yes, but hey, have you heard that young people say, don't send me an email because I don't check my emails anymore. Find me on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook. Have you said that? Have you heard that? What's the truth? I don't know. Anybody knows here? Is it true or no? You are young people. Do you go to emails or you go to Facebook? Go both. Okay. It depends. Okay. I like that answer. It depends. Very good. So please give them a hand.